Kingda Ka is an Intamin accelerator located at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. It is both the tallest and the second fastest currently operating roller coaster. Much like the OG Top Roll Dragster at Cedar Point, one of the main criticisms that this ride gets is that it has a really short layout, but I feel like Kingda Ka is a great example of how to do a short layout and have it still be effective. This ride's launch is one of the most unreal things you could experience on a roller coaster. But I often see people criticize this launch because it has a bit of a rattle. And while it does shake a bit, I feel like a lot of coaster enthusiasts make it out to be much worse than it actually is. Now, I've been on Kingda Ka many times, and that rattle has never ruined the ride for me. And I also have never gotten headbanging on this ride. If anything, I think the rattle might actually enhance the ride, because it makes that launch feel more out of control, and I really don't think it's as rough as others have claimed. And while I do wish it had lap bars like Dragster did, I don't mind the shoulder restraints too much, but let's talk about why this launch is so crazy. So during this hydraulic launch, you are going so fast that you really feel all that wind just ripping into your face. And what it does is that it like pushes the muscles in your face like inwards. If you've either experienced this ride or you have at least seen a face cam POV of this ride, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, it's an unbelievable feeling. So then you vertically rise up into that top hat, and depending on how fast you're going, you'll either go over the top hat really fast or really slow. So during my most recent ride on Kingda Ka, which was in October of last year, I remember it absolutely flying over the top hat. And I got some insane floater airtime. And I remained out of my seat during the entire 418-foot drop. So I got at least 5 seconds of airtime, which was pretty crazy, but it's not something you're always gonna experience. But the actual drop is pretty interesting. Many people call it a spiral drop, so you twist through it on the way down. It's an interesting feeling, especially if you get a lot of airtime. So Kingda Ka ends with this giant airtime hill, which admittedly gives some really good floater airtime, and then you go right into the brakes. So as you can tell, Kingda Ka is not a long ride by any means, but it really doesn't need to be. This ride delivers an adrenaline rush that some coasters with nearly 3 times more elements than this ride are unable to match, and that's what makes this ride special. So for its final rating, I'm gonna give Kingda Ka a 9 out of 10. It's the definition of a short layout done right, and it's a ride that I highly recommend. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm probably gonna do more coaster reviews just like this in the future, but yeah, take care guys. I'll see you all in my next video.